Hello there, you are welcome to join us for this edition of the program Evidence. This time we are receiving Mbacha Eric. He is the winner of the 2019 Mount Carmel Race of Hope that took place in the regional headquarters of the southwest region of the country. It took over 4 hours to move up and down the mountain in the southwest region of the country. This was under tight security as Ambazona fighters threatened to disrupt the race that was in the town of Buea. They imposed a 2-day lockdown in order to paralyze activities of the Mount Carmel Race of Hope. We shall be talking more about his performance in the course of this edition. I am Dominic Kimo. Stay with us. You're welcome to join us. Like we mentioned, we are receiving Mbacha Eric. He is the winner of the 2019 Mount Carmel Race of Hope in the men's category. Thank you for coming, Eric.
Thank you very much, sir.
We must start by saying congratulations for a brilliant performance you put up during the race, 2019 Mount Carmel Race of Hope in Buea. What can you tell us about the preparation, your preparation in course of before running the race this year?
Okay, thank you very much. This year the preparation was a bit challenging for me because I had to do it out of home. Like in the previous years that I used to do it at home in Kambe, but this time I have to move away from home to West Region. So I was in the Noon Division in Petpenon Coffee Plantation, where I was there for close to 2 months preparing for this same race that took place on Saturday.
You are from Nkambe, that is in the Donga Mountain Division of the northwest region of the country. Previously, during normal times in Cameroon, you used to train in Nkambe. Nkambe is hilly, I must say. You train, the topography is good for training to run the Mount Carmel Race of Hope. When you move from Nkambe in the Donga Mountain Division to Noon Division in the west region of the country, the topography is still the same that favored your training?
Exactly. When you look, you see that the topography of the grass field region, that is from around Chang right up to Nkambe, is about 1,500 meters above sea level. But in Nkambe it's 1,700 meters.
Okay.
At Pepenon it was 1,200 meters. It was not too bad. It is still on the hill, because when you walk on the hill, you resist more than those who are in the coast. So somebody from Douala cannot resist like somebody that is coming from Northwest.
So it gives you an added advantage to train ahead of the Mount Carmel Race of Hope.
Exactly.
Now, given that you ran the race in the town of Buea, before this race, there have been a lot of threats from Ambazona separatists talking about the race not to take place. How did you manage to brave this threat to participate up to the point of winning the trophy?
Though the threats were there, I know they say that sport is a sign of friendship. At times when there is war or there is tension here and there, when a football tournament is going on, you see that the thing will calm down. So for me, I believe that this race, because sport in short is a kind of friendship, it brings people together. Though there was tension on our own part, we also, like athletes, were afraid. But I make up my mind that as I prepare for this race, come what may, I will take part in this race.
Mbacha Eric, can you describe to us the security situation that was put in place, not only at the Moliko Sports Stadium where we were able to watch on television, but tell us about the security in the mountain. When you have crossed head 1, head 2, in the mountain itself, was there enough security for the athletes?
Well, before I go right up there, when I left Douala and I was going to Southwest, immediately as I crossed Mungo, there was security all along the way right to Buea. Then the day of the race, from Moliko Stadium right to the summit, there were military. About each 100 meters you see 2 soldiers. Each 100 meters right from the field to the summit. So there was tight security, and civilians were not allowed to enter the forest except you are an official.
So, which means that in no point in time, was there any point in time that you felt perhaps your life might be at risk, given the threats athletes have received not to go for the race this year?
Before the race, I in particular, I was afraid. But the assurance that we had there, and when they kick off the race, that fear was not more in me again. So I had to go up the mountain and come down without any fear.
Now, Mbacha Eric, you have been running the race for about 18 times. You told me earlier on that you have participated in the Mount Carmel Race of Hope 18 times, but in your career as an athlete, you have been running for 25 years. You have won the Mount Carmel Race of Hope 3 times. The first time, that was in 2011. You won the second time. You came the first position in 2014. And in 2019, again, you are the first position, winning a cash prize of 10 million francs CFA. Can we say that Mbacha Eric is a millionaire from the race?
Well, we can say like that. I'm comfortable with the little that I have from there.
You are rich?
Not actually rich, but I'm comfortable. So I earn my living just of running. After my advanced level in 2007, I decided to concentrate on my athletics. At first, I have loved military work. I wrote police 2 times.
You did not succeed?
I did not succeed. Army 2 times, I did not succeed. INJS, Senages. So I decided that I will concentrate more on my athletics.
You have been doing extremely great.
Exactly, because I feed my family because of this athletics. I send my junior one to school because of this athletics. 2 of them now are in Dubai.
Great.
I have a home because of this athletics, and this is how I'm ending my living.
How are the people in Cambe in the Tonga Mountain Division reacting to your successful career as an athlete, as far as the running of the race is concerned, the other activities that you have been engaged in?
Well, you know that as we live on this world, people will always say negative things and positive things against you. The more as I have people back at home that do support me, they advise me, they love me. Likewise, I still have those who don't like what I'm doing. So it's on both ways.
Are you bothered about that?
I don't care.
The negative things they say about you?
The thing, I don't care, because if my conscience is clear, whatever thing they're talking about me or whatever thing they want to bring me down, it does not touch me. Because the more you are not focused on what will help you tomorrow, you keep on trying to destabilize something, the more I'm progressing. Now I've gone internationally, but many say that I've finished, I will never run again because I had an accident last year. But I'm moving ahead. So I give glory to God because I believe that victory comes from God and God alone.
Yeah, that's a great one there. Now let's come back to the race proper that took place on the 23rd of February 2019 in the town of Buea in the southwest region of the country. We discovered that almost all the prizes were won by athletes from the northwest region of the country. Mbacha Eric, you are coming from the northwest. What is the magic?
The magic in sport is only training, diligent work. Like I said, the topography of athletes from northwest is favoring them because they are on the high topography and they can resist more than any other athlete. Besides that, you need to come during training session and you go to camps in northwest, you see how these boys are training. They work diligently hard. What they go through in that training is not even up to what they run during the race. During
the Mount Carmel Race of Hope.
Yeah.
Which means that the training you will engage yourself in the northwest is more intense than the race itself in Buea.
For instance, let me take my own training program. I train 6 times a week. Monday I have speed fraction. Tuesday I have endurance. Wednesday speed fraction. Thursday, Friday, Saturday I'm on the hill. And on that hill I discover one hill at the Kogam in Bangkok.
Kogam, that is in the west region of Cameroon.
In the west region.
In the Noon Division.
In the Noon Division. A very nice hill. For me to start from the bottom to the top is 1 hour 15 minutes. So when I repeat 3 times, it will give me about 5 hours something.
That is an equivalent to Mount Carmel Race.
Yeah. So each week I was climbing that mountain about 10 times to have more resistance to climb and to also descend very well. Most of the time my friends on the mountain, I was seeing chimpanzees on daily basis. At first I was afraid, but they were used to me now. When since I'm not attacking them, they don't attack me. I just train. They are looking at me. I train after I leave.
That's a very interesting one there. People watching us now will be bothered to find out somebody like you that have been running for over 25 years. Today you have participated in the Mount Cameroon race 18 times. How is your feeding like? What do you feed on?
Wow, it's a nice question. That is, athletics is something that sport in general, it need a lot of finance.
Okay.
But locally, like my fellow colleague back at home, even if they're just eating better corn fufu and training, that is not disturbing them, there's no problem. But now I have a specific diet because I've gone professional and my things are all different. I have some vitamins that I'm taking, then I have my own kind of food that I'm eating. I don't eat too much red oil. I eat a lot of vegetables and fruits. Then I only eat starch a little. You'll be surprised that at times you will see me only eating just white rice, just like that, without mixing with anything.
It's recommended.
Yes,
for
me.
an athlete like you.
Yes. So when I start a training program, I have a diet that I will take during the competition. I have a diet that I will take till I compete and finish.
What about drinks? Do you take alcohol?
I don't take alcohol at all. I take juice.
You take juice and water?
Yes, and that is okay for me.
Okay. Now, recently, tell us more about your professional career. You signed a contract with an athletic club in France. What is the name and how has it been there?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm with Team New Balance France. New Balance is a sport brand that produces sport materials like boots, running shoes, and sport wears. So when I won the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope in 2014, a friend of mine, Mr. Gigori, he's the executive president of Sevite Company here in Douala. He's based in Bonanjo. He came and looked for me in Cambe. He's from French nationality. That for him to help me, he liked what I'm doing. He would take me to France to find a club there. So in 2016, I went with him to France. I took part in 4 competitions. I won 2, I was 3rd in 1 and 5th in 1. Puma was interested in me and finally dropped out. So in 2017, New Balance came up and invited me to come. I was about to go, I had an accident, I did not go. So last year, I finally went to France and won a 65 kilometers distance race.
Okay, in France?
Yes, in France. So,
were there other Africans that participated in the race, or just Mbacha Eric participated?
There were blacks in the race, but I did not know whether they are
Africans or
yes.
Americans or black Americans.
Yes. So I went now into a 2 years contract with them. So within these 2 years contracts, they will take care of any sporting material that I need, my air ticket, my finance, everything they're taking care of within these 2 years. So it's like I'm advertising the product of the company.
Okay.
Yes. Because if you know that I put on New Balance and I won the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope, you like to look for New Balance and buy.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is we are doing. Now I have 9 competitions. My first competition is starting on the 17th of March in France.
Okay.
So all the competitions are mountain races. Then in April, I'll run in Brussels. After I'll run in Swiss, Italy, Spain, and still in France.
Those are very great competitions. You graduated or you moved from the Mount Cameroon race in Buya at home, and now you are running other international races in France, in Brussels, in Belgium, and many other places. What would be your target ahead? What is that particular race in the world that you would like to participate and make a name?
I like that since I have diverted my attention to mountain climbing, I like that one day I should attend Mount Everest. I know that it's very dangerous, but it will be a privilege for somebody like me to take part in Mount Everest.
What is the difference between, we know that it's the highest, it's so particular to run that particular race as compared to Mount Cameroon and the other mountains you have been running across the world?
For instance, when you look, you see that Man Cameroon like that is not registered in the Association of World Mountain Running Events. But if it is registered the day of the race, you will see that the president of World Mountain Race will be present, and we can have also sponsors from Europe coming to support Man. But Man Cameroon is not registered internationally, so that is my cry that at least the Athletic Federation to see the need of affiliating Man Cameroon internationally in the World Running Mountain Race Association. It will benefit a lot, and it will really sell our culture.
Maybe you explain so that those watching us should understand. Mount Cameroon Race of Hope, or the National Athletic Federation, registering the race at the international level. How is it going to benefit the athletes, the country, and perhaps other citizens in Cameroon?
Okay, first of all, culturally, many international visitors will come and they will see our culture. Secondly, many international athletes that do mountain racing in Europe will come to Cameroon. And those of us local athletes from this country will learn a lot from them, will exchange ideas, and many companies would like to come to sponsor Man Cameroon. For instance, a company like Adidas can decide that is a main sponsor of Man Cameroon race. It will be a big thing. So it's my cry that Man Cameroon should be registered internationally.
If you're just tuning in, we are receiving Mbacha Eric. He is the 2019 winner of the 2019 winner of the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope that took place recently in the town of Buea. Let's find out from you. You have participated in other races, mountain races around the world. When you look at the organization of the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope in Cameroon and what is done elsewhere, where do you think Cameroon is lacking?
Well, though we always tried at our own level back at home, but we need to improve. For instance, internationally, when you register, your name is programmed with a running beep, everything. As you arrive on the competition
ground.
On the competition ground,
yes.
You don't even need to come and stand line like we do in Buea before receiving the t-shirt and all. They will come and deliver it to you in your hotel room. Then, here back at home,
you show some respect to the athletes.
Yes. Then you also have enough time to rest, because here we go and stand online under sun before we receive just our running numbers.
Yes.
Before we receive our running beeps, which is not good. Then secondly, we need to use electronic running beep. That is, my name is registered in the machine against my number. Then, as we have started the race from Moliko Stadium, another device is put at the summit. There is no need for an official to go and stand somewhere writing numbers with a pen.
Okay.
As you are running all along the road, even those who
it have been digitalized.
Yes.
It's now digital in such a way
exactly.
that the manual work is no longer there.
Even if you are back in the village, I know that my JC number is 02. Even you go online 02, you'll be having information that I'm at this position. I'm at this position. Those who are at the field, they already know that this number of persons have passed. This person is on this position, just like that. You don't
I think that even permits us reporters to report
exactly,
events with a lot of exactitude of what is happening.
You see that it really is the work of everybody, especially for you, the media men.
So but in Cameroon, it's not the case.
It's not the case, because at times you report what has already passed, or at times somebody needs to go up there to stand there. Yes. Maybe you will come down with the information. Maybe there will be no network up there. You come down with the information that you will be reporting now, like you are reporting live, but what has already passed. But that one, digitalizing the running number beep is really good. So I talked with one of the races that I won in France, La Simi Day. These people were very interested that if I come and talk with the Cameroon Athletic Federation, they like to partner with Cameroon Athletic Federation to be partners with Man Cameroon, that they can invite athletes from Cameroon to come and run in France, and also athletes from France to come and run in Man Cameroon race, which is a very good thing. So I'm still
trying to do that.
Yes, to talk with the national president
now,
so that
you discuss more on having a partnership with the other race in France.
Yes.
Now, Mbacha Eric, there are so many things we have been getting while we were still young. about Mount Cameroon. Is there some sort of mysticism as far as running the race is concerned?
I used to hear of it also that there is elephant of the mountain, other sort of mystical powers, but I've never experienced anything.
But you have heard of that?
I've heard of that. Even when they say majestic, I come to discover that it's a tiny stick and it's very long, tall. So when you come out from the forest, you are seeing the stick. It's very far, going towards head 2. You are seeing it, you are thinking that it's just beside. As you are coming, until so people believe that when you are coming, the stick is moving, but it's just that it's something that the stick is standing on one place. Apart from that, I've never experienced any mystical thing at the mountain. Maybe
we have
some
had
people
cases where some athletes when they leave Moliko State home, they reach the forest and they disappear, appear in the storm and come down. Have you ever noticed that throughout these 18 years of running the race?
I've never noticed anything because for me, I believe that there's no magic in sport apart from training. When you train well, you run well. Even if they take magic and put that magic, what will magic do? That magic I'm not trained. So for me, I believe in training.
Now, what are some of the things you tell people, young people most especially, perhaps they want to be like you, they want to be athletes, they want to make a name too in this particular field that is relatively, sometimes people used to think that running is for pleasure, but now it's a source of living, it's a profession on its own. What do you tell young people who want to be athletes just like you?
Well, thank you very much. Maybe not only athletes, I wish to say that to my fellow brothers and sisters out there, that anything that you are doing, because when you look, we see that we have a lot of talent in Africa, especially in Cameroon, especially in Northwest region where I come from. People are talented. Anything that you are doing, do it with all your heart. You'll be a star in that field. You can be a shoemaker and you are a star in that field, or a designer. So anything that a young man is doing, he should do it wholeheartedly. One day he will reap the fruits.
Mbacha Eric, we are a few minutes to the end of the program, but we know very well that the Northwest and the Southwest region of the country today have been marked by a lot of violence. A clear example is the fact that we are not able to train in Cambia, your hometown, for the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope. You train away from home, you train in Fumbo, in the non-division of the West region of the country because of insecurity. When you look at this situation, how is it affecting you personally as an athlete, the insecurity we have in the Northwest and the Southwest of the country today?
It has really affected me because for about 5 months now, I'm not seeing my family, my wife and kids. I cannot see them because it's not safe for me to go back home. Even if I want to go and come back, the routes are blocked. So during my training, when I would train and come, most of the time, my wife would massage my legs, my kids would remove my shoes. So all that family love is not more there. Yeah. So at times when I'm running on the hill, it will be as if I'm crying because I think about them. One funny thing is that even yesterday that I won, they were not aware because there was no network, no electricity. They did not know what was happening in Boya. So I could not really celebrate that victory because part of me is not there.
Part of you is not there. So like an athlete, like a winner of the 2019 Mount Cameroon Race of Hope, perhaps what can you say, perhaps a message you are giving out, maybe to authorities, on how to help out this situation for life to come back to normal in Cameroon?
I just pray to the powers that be that they should use all measures that they have at their disposal to make sure that peace will return. We should be together as we were before, because without peace, we cannot live together. Without peace, many things will be going wrong. So when there is peace, everything is okay. So I pray for them that have the powers to do what they can do. Let them see what they will do so that peace will return. Because so my people are really suffering back at home. It's
really a bad situation there. Thank you so much. So this trophy that you won for the 2019 Mount Cameroon Race of Hope, any particular dedication? Who are you dedicating this particular trophy to this year? This is the 3rd time you are winning such a trophy.
Wow. I can say that I will dedicate this trophy to my late father for the legacy that he has left behind. In the previous years, whenever I'm running on the mountain, my father will go to his coffee farm. He will be praying in his coffee farm till I run and finish from the mountain. Then they will call him that the race is over. He will come back. He died last year. So this year, I knew that I would call my mother that now that dad is not there, go to the coffee farm and do what my father, yes, but there was no network for me to call my mother. But finally, God gave me this victory. So I know that as my father is lying down there, he is smiling that I've done it in his absence. So I'm dedicating this trophy to my late father.
Congratulations once again, Mbacha Eric.
Thank you very much, sir.
And thank you for accepting our invitation to be our main guest today on the program Evidence.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching us, in which we receive Mbacha Eric. He is the 2019 winner of the Mount Cameroon race in the men's category. He has participated in the Mount Cameroon race 18 times. That in 18 years, he has been in the athletic profession for 25 years. Today, he has won the Mount Cameroon race 3 times, in 2011, in 2014, and equally in 2019. We share experiences of how he trains, the food he eats, and the other challenges, as well as a victory he has been recording during his profession. I am Dominic Kimo. We're thanking you for watching.